Okay, so uh, transfer. Um, this is pretty good. The kind of concept of so basically the idea is um, it's about mind switching, you know. So the the idea is that it's set in the near future, and there is this technology which enables people to install minds in other bodies. This isn't a particularly new concept. You know, we have had, I think, you know, we've had stuff like this in film for most of my recent memory. You know, I think being John Malkovich is probably a good example. There's also, you know, there's that Paul Giamatti movie, which I can't remember what it's called, and I think there was a movie out early this year or last year with Ben Kingsley and Ryan Reynolds, which dealt with a similar concept. I tend to like it when those types of concepts aren't played with so much earnestness. And I think the tone that Matt achieves here is that tone that I would prefer. Before I get into that, I just wanted to sort of say one thing about the cover. I absolutely love this cover. You know, this is by Garveyverse, who is a regular on the board, as far as I understand, and it is a magnificent cover. Honestly, it's such a great cover, and about a week or so ago, I kind of pointed out that an Aquaman cover that's coming up, which I thought was more or less an appropriation of it. It's just very well staged and excellently painted. So it's definitely the best cover of the Garvey books, of the 8 Garvey books so far. To the art, so the art is by Ida Messiah. Strong, heavy line work. You know, it's good art. You know, it's it reminds me of someone, but I can't think who. I sort of keep thinking Chris Bacallo, but I know that's not who I'm thinking of, you know. But it's good. It's like, I mean, I think the art is pretty good. Like, I mean, the line work really makes the characters stand out, and that's quite nice. I mean, look at that. So this is only one issue. So the other reviews I've done have been on have been sort of, I've been able to get more of a sense of the story and where it's going. I don't really have that much here, so just look at this. Look at the line work. You know. But I like what I've read so far. I think the main character, who we get a sense of his personality. You know, it's not this kind of story where it's not like a Joss Whedon's Dollhouse type thing where the main character is constantly taking on different personalities or anything. He is a courier, and his job seems to be, from the first issue, to sort of work in the black market, couriering minds that he has transferred into his mind for nefarious purposes. And this opening issue, he's couriering a dead mobster, and things go a bit awry at the end. I wouldn't say that I was ever lost reading it, but I think there is the potential in these stories for the reader to feel a little bit out of their depth, because you have these, either multiple personalities in one body or the same personality going through different bodies. And that is a challenge for a writer to juggle. Matt has done it pretty effectively here. I didn't really, there's a bit of a cliffhanger at the end, and that, it's fairly clear what that cliffhanger is. I feel a bit hamstrung about sort of saying anything more about the story because it's only one issue, and it's very well set up. The main character is very likable. He's maybe a tiny bit of a misogynist, but sort of in that Le Gambit type way. You may know, I kind of like that, even if it's a bit of a pricky type thing to like. Yeah, so I want to know where this goes. I think it's a great use of an existing sci-fi idea. It doesn't play its hand too hard or go too hard for earnestness. The art is very good. The art is not what you would normally see from a small indie publisher, one-man indie publisher. It is good. I want to get a further sense of who these characters are and what is at stake and what really is going on in this story. So I'm looking forward to the next installment. Okay, one more to go, which is Matt's latest work, which is The Other, and I'll review that shortly.